Hey everyone, I'm Bradford with the Pen Pinch Guide to Personal Finance. First, make sure you hit that like button so we know to make more videos like it. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through how to fill out the IRS Form Schedule K-1, which is part of your 1065 partnership informational tax return you're required to file each year. Now for the K-1, you're required to file as well as issue one for each member of the partnership. So let's jump into this form and walk you through from start to finish. All right, so here we have the Schedule K-1, which is in addition to your 1065. So kind of going through from top to bottom, you're only going to select Final K-1 if you were closing out your business, and this is the last one that is being issued to the members of your partnership. Amended K-1 is obviously if something changes and you're trying to change it and refile your forms. So put the beginning of the tax year and the end of the tax year. For this example, continuing with our YouTube side hustle business, it is the entire tax year of January 1st, 2021 through December 31st, 2021. Continuing down here, you're going to put your employer identification number, your EIN, so you can just copy and paste that from your 1065. You're going to put the partnership's name, the address, city, and zip code. Where is the IRS center where this partnership return is going to be filed? So if you look in the 1065 instructional form, it's going to show you where you need to file your partnership tax return depending on the state you live in, as well as depending on what kind of revenue you're generating. So for this example, it's going to go to Kansas City, Missouri, because it's making a nominal amount of money and it's in the state of South Carolina. Continuing down here, most people, they are not going to be public trading partnerships. Put the partner's social security number in section item E. And then for item F, you're going to put the name, address of the partner where they live. So for this example, the YouTube partnership is being hosted out of John Doe's home. So it's just going to be the 123 Main Street. Oh, look at that. Had a little typo there in small town, South Carolina. They are a general partner or LLC member, as well as a domestic partner. So these two boxes are going to be what the majority of people select. Now, if you do have like a limited partner or something in there, if you have a foreign partner, you'd select those individual boxes. Now, what type of entity is this partner? It's just going to be an individual, which is going to be applicable for the majority of people here. Now for item J in this simple tax situation, it's a 50-50 partnership. So John Doe, at the beginning of the year as well as the end of the year, they share 50% of the profits, losses, as well as all capital. Now that is basically the majority of what you're going to be filling out, so long as you have a relatively simple partnership tax return. You don't really have to worry about anything in K for the partner share of liabilities, as well as the partner's capital count analysis. Now thinking back to the 1065 on page 2 with section 2, now that's where you check the box, did you meet these 4 different criteria? Do you have to fill in item F on the 1065 where your total assets, as well as did you have to fill out L, M1, M2, M3. If that didn't apply to you, you don't have to fill in any of this information. So really the rest of the form is actually quite simple. Did the partner contribute property with a built-in gain or loss? If you didn't purchase property over the past year, you're going to check no for item M. Item N, partner share the net or unrecognized section 704 Charlie, is not going to be applicable for the majority of people. So we can continue up to the top again in line 1. What is the ordinary business income loss if it is a 50-50 split for the partnership? So back on the 1065, we claimed a total loss of $1,000 for the year. So it's going to be $500 for the individual in the partnership in line 1, as well as $14 for the self-employed earnings or loss. It's also going to be the same number as 1. The rest of these items, so long as you're not really invested in real estate or you don't have any sort of stocks that you're issuing from your partnership, none of these are going to be required to fill out. So 2, 3, basically all the way through the rest of the page, none of these items are going to be required to be filed by you. And at this point, you're going to be done. So you can continue and just issue this at this point to each of the members of your partnership. If it is a 50-50 split and everything was shared, all you're going to have to change for this form to make it valid for each individual person is going to come in here in E and F. And just make sure you put the correct social security number for the partner, as well as where they actually live and what their name is. And at this point, you're done with the K-1. So congrats on getting your K-1 completed for each of the members of your partnership. To make sure you get all of your taxes filed correctly, make sure you have your K-1s, your Schedule B-1, as well as the actual 1065, the main informational tax return completed itself. If you have any questions on how to get the 1065 completed, please check out our walkthrough video, which is right here. I want to thank you for joining me today, and until next time, just remember to pinch a little.